So guys, welcome to another episode of Paul's Asian Adventure. In this episode, we're gonna do a sofa talk. Myself and Mia.
Right.
Take two. No, myself and Mia.
Yeah, nice.
Mia and I. Gonna talk about what is it that creates attraction, like what attracts a Filipina to a guy. So what kind of body do they like, body shape, what type of mannerism do they like, what type of attitude do they like, is money that important, and so on. So we'll go through the list and we'll talk about each individual attribute of men that Filipinos find attractive or generally not attractive. I know you don't talk for all Filipinas.
I know.
But I'm sure you have much more know about Filipinas than I do.
Okay.
Since I've only lived here 3 years, and well, you were born here and lived here all your life. So with that, I'm going to start with the things that men can change about themselves.
Okay.
Okay? And what can a man change about themselves? Of course, there's multiple things, but I'm going to start with body. Like how you present yourself, your body, and all that. Now, you can have anything from a bodybuilder, which, big muscles like that,
bulging,
to a very thin person, to a very defined person, to a fat person.
Okay.
So, in your mind, what do Filipinas kind of go for when it comes to body? And is it like what is most attractive and least attractive?
So I think for most Filipinas, they tend to, like, every time we go out, for example, I see all these Filipinas staring at your body. You've got this, like, I can describe.
We're not talking about me.
I'm not talking about. Wait, I'm not at that. I'm explaining.
Oh God. I almost spat my water out there. Okay. Sorry, I'm blushing. Okay.
Let me explain.
Okay.
They tend to look at person who has a defined body, where you can see the, like if a guy is wearing fitted clothes, you can see the abs, the lines. It's like bread,
So they like somebody who's slim, but is muscular.
Yes.
But not too much muscle.
Not too much muscle.
Okay. So like kind of like a boxer's body, maybe, or a Thai boxer. It's kind of slim and defined at the same time, right? Okay, or swimmer's body. So like some
but also like some other girls, they just want, if there's not enough partner, they just wanted to go to
but we're talking, I understand.
I know.
It's a marketplace and what's available and all that, but we're talking about preference now.
Okay, well, that's what I say.
Okay.
Women tend to, they want the
slim but defined, like
body
muscular,
type,
a bit muscles, but not too much.
Not too much, yes.
Okay. But defined is important. Yeah. Okay, what about body hair? That's a big thing. Americans, a lot of Americans have beards. Some white guys, I'm not one of them, but a lot of white guys have a lot of hair on their body, on their backs, and on their chest. Like in the 70s, for example. I wasn't growing up in the 70s, but I've seen movies. It was very popular with chest hair. It was like, if you had chest hair, you were a man, kind of deal. And today in the US, it's become very popular with beard. A lot of guys have beards, and I personally think it's kind of cool. But what is the Filipinas' attitude to hair in general? And then we'll go through each body part and like what's...
Well, I don't really know about other Filipinos if they want a guy with a body with a hairy type of body, but like I've talked to some of my friends, they say that they don't like the guy who has hairs on their body, because it's kind of like a hygiene for us, like you gotta keep your body presentable to us, like you've got this clean shaven face, the body, no hair, all of that. So
So a lot of hair on the chest and the back. That's
kind of like a no for us. Like
okay.
it's kind of.
How about a beard then?
Well, if you're growing your beard and maybe you grow it for like a month or two, I think that's okay. But if you intend to just grow it, like not cut it, I think kind of like for me, I feel kind of like no.
Yeah.
I just don't.
But I haven't seen many guys here with beards,
No.
so that tells me it's not really a popular thing.
Yes.
Or maybe Filipinos just don't have hair on their face. I don't know.
No, Filipinos, they have hair, but they shave a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So for us, we kind of like wanting a guy that's kind of.
That doesn't look like a monkey.
Yeah.
Hair all over the place. Is that what you're saying, basically? Okay. Okay, so anything else you want to say about that? Okay. So how about, I've heard some people say that Filipinos like, back to the body thing, is that they like guys who are slightly overweight because that means they have money. Is that a true thing or is that BS?
Well, I'll base it also on Filipino. If you are kind of like fatty, like you've got skins, lots of skins, that means you are rich. So most Filipinas, they tend to go with a person that has a bit of overweight because they know that person can feed them, or like you know what I mean. So
but I think in general a foreigner doesn't need that, because when you see a foreigner here, they just assume you're rich, right? That's just
that's what Filipinos, we tend to assume that all foreigners are rich. Because they came here in the Philippines, so that means they're rich. They're looking for someone to be with them
but we know
forever.
We know that. Okay. So another thing you can control as a man, of course, is your mannerism, right? Like how you act in front of people, how you act with a girl, and so on. So how about mannerism? What's important for you and like your Filipina friends, like how a guy acts? Can you like give me some like hints, and then I'll talk about some other stuff. But like what's important? Like what creates attraction to a guy based on how he acts? Not that a guy has to be fake and act a certain way, but just in general, what
gentleman.
A gentleman.
Yes.
Okay, that can be defined in so many ways, but what is a gentleman?
Gentleman is like, for example, we're going on a date, tend to pull over a chair for her, say like that, and also like open doors for them. Or kind of like being not like really simping type of guy, that
basically showing that you care. Okay.
The kind of guy that
How about a guy that is loud?
Loud?
Yeah. Like for example, if we were dating and you didn't know me and I was loud, like I go into like that time we saw in Tom and Tom's, the guy complaining that there wasn't enough cheese on his baguette, remember?
Oh god, that is so like,
and in a really loud voice so everybody could hear him. And what is that attractive?
That's kind of like a turn off for us, because like you're humiliating yourself and the person that's with you, because like
you feel embarrassed.
I feel embarrassed with it, like
because here you don't want to make somebody lose face in public, right?
Like if you're gonna say something to the waitress like, oh, you didn't even put salt on my eggs or whatever, and like it's just the simple things that you need to ask. No need to say it in a loud voice to humiliate the waitress. So that's kind of like a big no-no for us.
Okay. So that's a no-no, and there are people like that here, and we've actually seen them. And me as an American, I was very embarrassed. I really should have said something. By the time I was shocked, it's like this is not normal in the Philippines to see somebody acting that way. So how about like people who are boasters? You know, so by boasting, I mean, let's say, again, me and you and I said, oh my God, you know, in the US I have 3 houses and I have a Ferrari and I'm so rich and blah, 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 and I'm so cool and everything.
Well,
would that be, what was that?
I don't know.
Oh, that was that. Ran out of water.
So that's also like a turn off for us, because like just saying like, you know, come with me because I have this, like I have a house, I have a Ferrari. You're just, it's just like you're buying that person's love because of the stuff that you have.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, why would I want to be with you just because you have that?
Yeah.
Give me other reason. That's you know.
But of course, women do, like we've established.
Yeah.
Women do seek security, so it's good. Maybe in a what's the word? I forgot the word. To show that you have security. You don't have to boast about it, but you know, show that you have means to support this girl.
Yeah.
You know, and
so,
but you don't have to boast about it. You don't have to boast that you have 3 houses there. You know, a McLaren, and you know, it's just, you just have to show that you can take care of the girl. I think that's what girls are looking for. You know? Yeah. So, so how about, so from what you're saying, you're kind of looking for a guy. How about like the, how should I say this? The humor and the way of being. Do you like a guy who's like really strict, or do you prefer a guy who's easygoing, or a guy maybe that is very serious, or a guy who's funny? Like what attributes would, like most Filipinos, I know everybody's different obviously, but like in general, what are we talking here?
I guess we Filipinas, we fall in love with a guy who is a humorous type of
like funny, like, easygoing.
Yeah, funny,
that's easy. You're in love with me, isn't it?
Like a funny guy, easygoing, but also when it comes to serious stuff, you go serious. Like, you know, you become strict when it comes to serious type. But like being strict all the time and being so serious, that's kind of like, it's kind of like your relationship is just too boring.
Yeah.
It's like all the time you're serious. If something
like
happens,
Cyndi Lauper said, girls just wanna have fun. Actually, that's not how it goes, but Cyndi Lauper, girls wanna have fun. Yeah.
So like we.
Sorry for interrupting you.
It's okay. Like we always, you know, Filipinos, we always fall in love with a guy that's funny.
Yeah.
We like to. We love to laugh a lot. I mean, you know that, because like every time we go out, you can see these Filipinos laughing so hard, and you can hear their laughs. So
they like to have fun, and they like to smile, because it's like they live for today and not for tomorrow. So they want,
that's really true.
they want to have fun. They really do. So yeah. So serious is not good. I mean, there's a time to be serious.
There's
obviously,
a time to be serious,
but like a serious guy all the time serious, like we know a guy like that, right?
Yeah.
But so easygoing, funny is kind of what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay. And now, okay. So another thing that maybe you can't control, because it's kind of too late at this point. But how about guys who have tattoos or piercing? Is that a turn on? Does that make them more muscular or more masculine, or is that like a turn off for most girls, or does it really matter, or like it depends on the amount of tattoos, or what about piercings? What do you have to say about that?
Well, I guess it depends on the amount of like tattoos you've got. If you have tattoos all around covered in your body from head to toe, for us that's kind of like also part of the hygienes, you know, like.
But it's not really.
It's not really, but it's kind of like not good to look at if you have a lot of tattoos covered in your body, and like if you have a lot of piercing in your
on the nose,
tongue, and your navel or whatever. It's kind of like, are you not taking care of yourself? Like that kind of thing, you know? Like, why would you cover your body with that?
So like how much tattoos are okay?
I think small tattoos are okay, like maybe
like just something here maybe,
or in the chest, or like
something on your back.
Yeah. It's kind of like
something small, not too much.
Not
How
too
about
much.
piercings?
Well, piercing kind of like a bad boy kind of look, and that's sometimes we kind of like live to be the bad boy look, you know. So like one piercing is enough.
What about
like,
piercing here or here?
No.
No.
He doesn't like.
No. How about piercing down there? A joke. Okay. So.
Oh, you mean the stomach?
That's right, stomach. So then, so how about like here in the Philippines? You know, it can be a bit different when dating.
Yeah.
And I've noticed something with the older generation and the younger generation. They're a bit different. And like for a guy who comes here and he starts dating a girl, should for example, like let's say they're on the second date or third date and you can tell there's a chemistry there. Should he try to hold her hand or like kiss her in public, or should he not, or should he wait for her to take the initiative? Or what about PDA? I mean, you hear about PDA, which is public display of affection, which before was a no, but I don't know, today it seems to be accepted in my eyes. But I wanted to ask you about things. Is that PDA thing, is that a thing of the past, or is that older generation versus young? What's the situation there?
Well, PDA before is not really accepted because like if you're courting a girl before, you need to respect the girl, and in return the girl will not, of course, give up her virginity and all of that. So like, you know, the guy can get something from a girl and the girl can get something from a guy.
What can he get from her?
Virginity.
Oh, the virginity.
Yeah, so like you are honoring your soon-to-be husband if you are courting a girl and being respectful to her, you know. So, but today, of course, the new generation, everything is new.
Everything's changed.
Everything is changed, and like lots of kids, teens nowadays, they tend to do a lot more PDAs than usual.
So, like when you say teens, what age group are you talking about? Like under 25, under?
Yes, under 25.
Okay. So girls under 25 here, they typically display affection in public.
Yes.
But yeah, I've seen people holding hands and all that, but not so much kissing in public. I haven't seen that. I've seen it a couple of times, but not that much. Really.
Because you haven't discovered the other public places I've been. There's a lot of public places. There's a lot of teens goes every Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Like when you ask about now if they're dating and like if PDA is okay, like holding hands, I guess like if you know a girl wants to just grab the man's arm, like just like that.
I mean, if a girl grabs you like that, like you're doing to me now,
like
it's a sign she really likes you.
Like you know, like
that's like a husband and wife type of grab, right?
Yeah.
So it means she wants she really
wants.
She really likes you. Yeah.
Yeah, but also of course, like it's okay for us, you know, if for example, if we're still dating, and you know, you just kiss on my forehead, that's kind of like gentleman also, like like you know, it's not sexual, but it's very gentle, and that shows out also that you are very caring to us, like you know, we really like you and all of that. So that's not on the lips, okay, but just on the forehead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, with that, guys, I think we're coming up towards 20 minutes. So that's kind of a long discussion, funny discussion, but it's always funny with me. And so guys, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, I'd ask you to please subscribe and hit the notification bell, because there's more videos, good videos coming up, and it helps me grow my YouTube channel, and it's your way of saying thank you for the videos I put out. So thank you for joining us, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.